normally we just gonna jump right into it, man, because it's a friend. It's like a holiday. It's a family come around and knock on your door and announce you let them in.
Open door policy.
Open door policy.
As long as you good people.
Absolutely. And this person, I feel like I've known her for years. You know, I've been familiar with her work for years. Every time she comes by the show, I just feel like, damn, my cousin just left the show. You know, I feel like it's somebody I hang out with on weekends. DB, I'm gonna let you do the honors though.
All right, well, thank you, because I actually have something in common with Wanda, because just like myself, she started with a government job and then made it big in her career, and I started working at the TSA. So before I started on my career path as a DJ and comedian, now working on Sway in the Morning, felt that we have like a little bit of a connection right there, and you know, doing stand-up. So she has her new show, new stand-up special, Not Normal, where she made the statement in the beginning saying, if you voted for Trump and you came to see me, I don't know why the hell you're here. So I thought that was a great way to start out your show. And then you also did the Jeffersons Reboot, which I know everybody is talking about and complimenting you on. And my favorite part, I'm sure we're going to talk about, is when Jamie fucked up his lines. But that was a great highlight. So everybody welcome Wanda Sykes.
Yeah, yes.
Thank you so much, man.
Wanda, how you doing?
I'm doing great, especially now that I'm here.
Yeah.
Talking with y'all.
Feel good?
Like you said, yes, back home.
Back home,
Back
right?
home, absolutely.
I was surprised when you started the Not Normal, Wanda Sykes Not Normal with that line, too, because everybody's been so scared to speak out against the administration and the president because of his following and the backlash they get, and you went straight for it.
So we have to. Look, I'm a woman. I'm black. I'm a lesbian. You know, my life is on the line. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'll come at me 3 different ways.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, 3 different ways. So I'm like, you know, we got to say something, because that's if we keep letting them get away with this. You know, they covered a whole battleship because they didn't want to hurt his feelings. The USS John McCain. That's some scary shit. That's some Kim Jong Un shit. That's you know what I'm saying? That's some dictator shit right there.
Did they move this ship?
They put a tarp over it.
Covered it with the tarp.
They cover up the tarp. Now, imagine if you're working on that ship. You're serving your country on your ship, on that ship, putting your life on the line, and your president doesn't want to be bothered with you, don't even want to see you, is ashamed of you. You annoy him. What kind of shit? Come on, man. This is not normal.
It's not normal.
Wow.
It's not normal.
That's crazy. And then McCain has a history of military in his family too, right?
Yes.
So it's his grandfather, his father, and then Senator McCain as well. And so exactly what Wanda's saying, how it's not normal. So every time a president goes forward in any situation, there's an advance team that actually goes forward and sets the table, more or less. And his aides were so concerned in terms of how the president will react just seeing the name McCain. They didn't want him to have an incident overseas, and therefore, as Wanda said, they covered it up. To your point, it is not normal in terms of you're so concerned in terms of how your president will react that you would want to go to those extremes to cover up a name of a war hero, a vet. And by the way, he's not with us anymore.
Exactly.
That's interesting. Another thing you talked about is the rise of white supremacy, supremacist groups. And then you said you was nervous at home because you got 2 kids that are white, right? And then your wife is white.
Right.
Okay.
French, white, yeah.
You're the only black person.
I'm the only one in the house. I'm the only one in the house.
Let's see me first.
Yeah.
You got to do all the chores or what?
That's what I'm saying, right? I'm in there cooking. I'm going, wait a minute. What the hell is happening here? What is going on?
Just move it backwards.
Yeah.
When her family hears you talk about the family and eating all the cheese and all this stuff, how does her family react to your stand-up?
They think it's funny. They love it. You know, they get a kick out of it. Like especially when we go to France, and you know, they'll have like, I don't know how they do it, but they got the tiniest ass cars, right? And then like 12 of us pile into the car with the luggage. I'm like, this is insane. You know, the kids in the hatchback and stuff. Like, what the y'all? This is some ghetto shit y'all doing. Y'all are super ghetto, but it just sounds nicer because you're speaking French. You know, that's pretty much it. But actually, my mother-in-law said something the other day because she watched the special, and she's more nervous about the Trump stuff. Like, she loves all the French stuff. She thought it was hilarious. She's just nervous that because they know how crazy people are here. So that's what she was more concerned about.
But you're not nervous at all.
Hey, man, you know, I'm not gonna shut up. You know. Yeah, I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous.
Okay. Well, we got your back, Wanda.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So Wanda, because many people do agree with you that Trump, his antics are not normal, but what about if he played devil's advocate and was like, why is your special called Wanda Sykes not normal? Aren't we on the same team?
Are we on the same team?
Like, if Trump were to
see, this is
use
some millennial logic right there. She just put millennial logic on me, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. You almost exploded my head. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, it's not normal for me to say it's not normal. Well,
I'm just playing devil's advocate. Okay, I'm not saying I agree. I'm just thinking like Trump would hear your special called Wanda Sykes not normal, but then hear you say that he's not normal and be like, what's the difference?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why am I
How is your
not
normal?
normal?
How is your
Why am I right?
How is your not normal different from his not normal?
Okay.
Are you with me on this one? Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yeah, I don't even,
Okay.
Well, maybe try a different approach.
Okay, how is mine not normal?
Your special, which is called Wanda Sykes, not normal. Different from him being not normal.
How is it different from him? Well, because I'm right. Is that basically I'm right? He's wrong. I'm normal. He's not.
Okay.
There you go.
Right? I think.
Yeah. Well, it's the kind of things you talk about, or even this conversation we had about the U.S. What is it? The USS McCain is unprecedented.
Oh, it's
right.
very unprecedented.
Okay.
Yeah.
So therefore it's not normal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so you bring up a lot of things we've seen in this presidency that's unprecedented.
It's
and it's not normal.
It's not normal that the president lies several times a day, every day.
Yeah.
Remember when Obama's first State of the Union address, and a congressman jumped up and said, "You lie," and that was a big deal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you could do this every day, several times a day.
Yeah,
yeah. This is not normal, y'all. This really isn't not normal that he's lying to us, and the news reports will come out and say, well, no, this is indeed what the Mueller report said. It said that he could not clear him of any wrongdoing. And he comes out and says, I've been fully exonerated. You're lying. That is totally the opposite of what it said. But the public who follow him, they take his word for it instead of taking facts.
Right.
That's how you get into a dictatorship. That's how, this is, So this shit is not normal.
Wanda Sykes, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we're going to open up these phone lines, 888-742-3345. You go to Netflix and watch Wanda Sykes Not Normal. We got Jose on the line from Oklahoma City. Jose, what up, brother?
What's good, man? I hope y'all having a good morning, a blessed day. Woke up this morning feeling good. But I hear y'all talk about this Donald Trump stuff and him keep on lying and saying this and that. I'm getting tired of it, man. I live out here in the South. And it ain't nothing but racist white folks that say stuff out loud, and then you pull their card, and the first thing they want to say, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. And you show them the evidence, and they still would tell them, no, I didn't say that. No, I try to make it right. Man, impeach him. And like my homie YG and Nipsey Hussle said, fuck Donald Trump.
He went hard with the F, right?
He did.
Yeah, he meant that. He was committed.
That came from his toes all the way up. That came from
that pinky
all the way up.
All right, we go
that up.
We go come back with Wanda Sykes, and we got to talk about the Norman Lear's reboot of All in the Family and the Jeffersons, which aired on ABC live in front of a studio audience. You want to talk with Wanda? 888-742-3345. It is, man. This reboot happened live on ABC, starring as Louise Jefferson, who was played by the late, great, magnificent Isabel Sanford. We have Wanda Sykes here.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember when the Jeffersons, I was alive when the Jeffersons first came out. That was in 75, I think it was.
Yeah, it was weekly television for us. We speak about these shows because it was the time, at least for us, like you came around with your family and watched TV.
Bingo.
We talked about like, yo, did you see the Jeffersons last night? It was what we did as a family. So we were excited when we found out this was happening. I had the cast all picked out. I was just just mad. I was like, why is Wanda Sykes playing Weezy? Wanda should be Florence. Wanda's too funny for Weezy. She should be Florence. Like, I was so mad. I was ready to write into somebody, Wanda. Seriously. And then, my God, to be blown away when Marla Gibbs walked through that door. I think everybody, I mean, I don't know how it felt for y'all just being live there, but what was that feeling like when Marla came on set?
Oh my God. I mean, like you said, that show meant so much to us growing up. And then to be able to, as Louise Jefferson opened the door, and there's Marla Gibbs, I would tear up every single time. Even like during rehearsal, I would tear up. Because, I mean, just an iconic role, but she is still here and kicking it and funny. And you just look at how much she's done for all of us. I mean, I know she opened the door for me. She opened the door for any black female who's doing comedy. An actress, you thank Marla Gibbs. Marla Gibbs, you know, she did that. I mean, when she got on the Jeffersons, she pretty much kind of like took over that show. It became George and Florence going toe to toe, and you know, so I thank her. I'm so blessed that I got the opportunity to work with her, and hopefully I'm going to do something again with her that I'm producing. But that's
under wraps.
Yeah, that's under wraps.
That's
right
so
now.
crazy.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you, was it the first time you guys, all of you, working with her, or will you work with her again? I was gonna ask that.
Absolutely,
That's
her
dope.
and Jack A. So
that's dope.
So yeah,
I saw a clip of. I'm sorry. I saw a clip of her saying they asked, "What was it like to be back on that set and to replay that role again?" And she said it felt like the first day she did it back then. She even remembered all the lines.
Yep, she did.
Did she really?
She did. She came in, boom, nailed it. I mean, rehearsal, everybody was just like, okay. It's hard just even to keep it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She brought a lot of integrity and pride in the role of being a house cleaner. And a lot of our family members who cleaned houses for a living, and they always seemed like they were citizens, how they treated those house cleaners, and she brought all of that to it too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, she did. She because you know the back then the maids, the house cleaners, that's all they were. They didn't really they didn't have a character. There was no backstory. There was not, but Florence, you know, she had a say. She had, we knew more about her. She became a person, and the housemaid was just her job. It wasn't who she was. Yeah.
Who did you meet on the show? Did you know Kerry Washington?
I met Kerry when she did that movie with Chris Rock. I think I love my wife. I think I love my wife. Yeah. So I met Kerry back then briefly, but we met. Just in passing, but it was, I mean, the whole cast was so supportive. Like Jamie, Kerry, I mean, everybody, all of them. Will, and even on the family set, Marissa, Woody. I mean, it was just an incredible time, and when we knew that it was something that was going to be like once in a lifetime, we knew that. We was like, okay, let's just enjoy this right now. And even our last rehearsal before we were about to shoot the live show, do the run through, we all got in a circle, and James Brooks, who directed it, and he goes, "Everybody, just take this in, because this is it. Just take
James
it in."
Brooks, who did Taxi.
Yes, he directed.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And Cheers.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my
Yes.
gosh.
We had. Yeah.
Wow. There was a part in this live performance where went viral because Jamie Foxx was improvising.
Well,
on the
Jamie
spot.
was going to do something.
Right? Let's take a listen to this.
Ever since I was a little boy, I would always beg my mother for a little brother. But we was broke, so all is live. Everyone sitting at home just think their TV just messed up.
What were you thinking right there?
Right there, I was looking at Ant. I was looking at Anthony Anderson, and I was like, okay, if he goes, then I'm gonna have to go, and we just all gonna have to just do this. And Anthony kept it together. I was like, okay, yep, I'm not okay. Let's stay in character. Let's hold on, because
It's no
Once
turn,
they
no
break,
return.
you
Yeah,
can't.
once you break, it would have been over.
It wouldn't have been the
over.
same. And y'all had a time restraint, right? You had to do it in a
Right,
certain,
yeah.
because it's live on TV.
Yes. I mean, I kept going. At the corner of my eye, I could see Norman Lear and Jimmy sitting over there, and I was like, okay, don't. I'm staying right here. Be Louise. But I mean, but that was the fun of it.
Yeah.
That was the fun of it. For somebody to be able to blow up a line but jump right back into it and have fun. So.
Jamie Foxx was here a couple of weeks ago, and we touched on a lot of different things. He's getting ready to play Mike Tyson. We were just talking about super talented people in the industry, and we also mentioned Anthony Anderson when he was here, how talented Anthony is. But I'm thinking about Jack K as well, because Jack K and Marla Gibbs work together doing 227. Do you think she gets enough credit? Because I think people just stuck with her being Sandra.
I know.
But she's so talented.
She's super talented. Jack A could play anything. Anything. She is super talented, just funny, smart, and I loved working with her. Like I said, I'm going to do something else with her, hopefully. And I had this thing on OWN. I did a thing, Hilarious, and we had some sketches and stuff we did. And we did this one bit. It was kind of like a cold case type thing, but it was pews to chairs or something, like where somebody would you show up at your church and all of a sudden they took all the pews out. Now there's just chairs. So Jack A played a church member with me and another guy, Dino, and we went in and stole a pew out of another church. So then we went like crazy and was like hiding out in the woods with our pew. Yeah, and Jack A played that, and she blew me away. I was like, oh damn, I can't even mess with Jack A.
Yeah.
I mean, she just blew me off the screen.
dope,
She was
too.
amazing. Just so funny, and she's super talented.
Super talented.
Super talented.
Wanda Sykes is hanging out with us. Let me see. Will Ferrell was in this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. Jamie Foxx plays Sherman Hemsley's George Jefferson. I think the impact that character made on a generation, because I was a kid coming up, and then all you had was athletes or black exploitation characters as heroes, and here it is, the first time I saw a black man on TV. That I saw, at least, that was a business owner that had employees, that lived in a luxury building, that had a white doorman and spoke. They used to say nigga.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
crazy.
It was in this episode, but it was bleeped. But yeah.
Okay, yeah. And he was just unapologetic. And I think when you look at the Jay-Z's, the P. Diddy's, the 50 Cents of the world, and you starting to see, us be kind of like Sherman Hemsley. We're business owners. We're unapologetic. We believe the world is ours. Do you feel like his character made a major impact on the generation?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's who we were. Like they called my dad, George Jefferson. It's like people who it pretty much gave them permission to, hey, stick your chest out. Go ahead. Be proud of your accomplishments. You don't have to be all meek and yes sir and hat in hand and asking for stuff. No, no. Be you. Be proud. Yeah.
And that's TV is important, man.
George Jefferson was the best.
He
boy.
was the best.
Yeah. He was the best.
All right, we got Jason on the line from Maryland. What up, Jay?
Jason.
Jay, what up?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Jay, y'all, come on, Jay. I need that energy,
We
baby.
gave you
Come
all
on,
that,
man.
Jay.
We gave you
What
all
up,
that,
Jay?
man. Yeah,
Jason.
Hey, my bad. What's up, everybody?
There you go.
Jay, what you want to say, real quick?
I just want to say I met you randomly at a bar in Atlantic City like 9 years ago. You were one of the coolest celebrities I have ever met in my entire life. You're the most down to earth. You are funny as hell. Keep doing what you do.
Oh, thanks, Jason. Wow. Thanks, man. Yeah, a bar is the best place to meet me. You meet me in a Target, you might get a different Wanda.
That's funny.
Or you go get the. Hey, so Jennifer Hudson redid, and it's blasphemous when you go for these kind of popular anthems that come from these TV shows from the 70s, but she redid what Janet Dubois
Willona, a.k.a. Willona from Good Times.
From Good Times, wrote and sang. I know Sammy Davis Jr. did a reboot of it too. Let's play it back and see. I want to get your response to this. Give it up for Jennifer Hudson right there. She did that.
She did that.
That was scary. Did you think when you first found out somebody was going to redo it, did you go, ooh?
When they said J Hud, I was like, okay,
all
right.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one you picked. Yeah.
And she killed that.
Killed it.
And she did that live.
Wow.
And did all that movement from room to room,
right,
and on the timing, the whole nine.
Here's something. I tell you. It originally they had blocked it where she's coming through the apartment singing, and then she goes into the elevator. Yeah. And then Jack A and I exit out the elevator and start our scene. Right? It was supposed to have been like that. So Jack A, she's so smart. She kept saying, I don't know about this Jennifer coming in here and coming in the elevator and we gonna go out. We gonna be staying there forever. We just be staying there forever. Cause they gonna give it up for the diva. They gonna give it up for her. So we gonna be staying in there forever. I say, I should be okay. She's like, all right. So sure enough, during rehearsal, she comes through and we walk out and I'm like, thanks, Doc. Just wait for everybody. The applause was so long that we were just standing there, and Jackie looked at me like, Wow. And they were like, oh, that worked great. The producers all were happy with it, and Jackie and I were talking, and Kerry Washington came over and was like, you ladies need something, and Jack was like, And so she went and talked to the producers, and then they said, okay, you know what? We'll go to commercial break, and then you guys can have your own entrance into the scene.
Wow, behind the scenes of Wanda Sykes. I like that.
Because as actors, you don't want to go to the producers and complain. And be like, hey, we don't want this, but you work as a team. So Carrie did it for us.
So y'all hired Olivia Pope and she fixed it up for you,
She
right?
handled it.
She handled it. Wanda, what's next for you?
Oh man, what's next for me? I'm about to shoot a movie with Tate Taylor, Yuba County. And I have what do I have coming out next? A movie's coming out next. Is that The Phone comes out? The Phone. That's coming out, and Harley Quinn. Doing a voice.
Damn, I want to be that busy. But I just
you gotta look over it. Tell me what I got going on.
What am I doing?
About to start another movie.
And
hope, and then I want to take some time in the summer, just hang with my family. So
I like that.
Do that too.
You need that balance. Wanda Sykes, we love you here. You're a super citizen, Wanda.
Yes, man. Sway in the morning.
Continued success.
Yes.
Love y'all. Appreciate you.
Love you too, man.